Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Colin McGuigan for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Frank Smith, Phoenix, Arizona. Frank, first of all, just talk to me about the atmosphere in there tonight. Every time you come to Phoenix, the place sells out and the atmosphere is electric. What is it about this place?
What, every time I come? I mean, they're massive fans, obviously. No, look, as we said when we spoke earlier in the week, they love boxing here. You know, there's a huge audience for boxing. We've done, I think, 5 or 6 shows here now over the years, and a special atmosphere. You know, and what a night as well. And the fights lived up to it as well. You know, and when the fights live up to it, you know, the rest, it gives everyone a reason to be in those moods like they were tonight. And yeah, up there as one of the best, I'd say. That the noise in there, especially around those ring walks and the anthems and everything, very, very special. So yeah, just shows why we want to come back here and why we'll continue to come back here.
Let's touch on Ramla Ali, first of all. Disappointing result for Ramla, obviously. How did you have that fight scored?
I thought it was a close fight. I thought it could have been a draw. I thought the scorecards were very, very wide, regardless. You know, whatever way you look at it, they were far too wide. You know, I think gave her 2 rounds. So I thought it was a messy fight as well, I'd say. And I think Ramla could have done more at times as well in part of the fight. Yeah, it wasn't her night, but she'll be back, I'm sure. But yeah, the scorecard's very wide in that one.
In terms of Ramla coming back, she was quite vocal this week about she wants to fight back in London. She feels like she's been on the road quite a bit. Would that be the plan for Ramla going forward?
Yeah, look, I think she's obviously, you know, she's been living in the US for a while now. She's been living in LA, training in LA with Manny Robles. You know, obviously her life outside of boxing as well keeps her very busy. You know, her modelling career, she's got an unbelievable career with the likes of, you know, she just did a Moncler campaign with Burberry. You know, she's with the biggest brands in the world. So she's very busy with that. I think she's planning on coming back to the UK. And for sure, you know, when she fought at the O2, I think she sold 600-700 tickets the last time she boxed there. So for sure, we'll see what she wants to do. I'm sure she's got, again, a busy schedule now, as in back to her other day job. I'm not saying look, she loves boxing and boxing's her passion and something she takes, I think, more, you know, is more important to her. But she's obviously got, she's a massive star in the other world that she's involved in as well. So I think let's see what she does time-wise now, but you know, I'm sure we'll see her back in London soon.
Sonny Edwards was booed out of the ring tonight. He was quite emotional about that. I just spoke to him and he was quite annoyed at the fact that he was booed out of the ring. What did you make of that?
Yeah, I think, look, it's the fans in there. They want to see what we saw in the main event and what we saw in the first fight with Cardina. They want to see just 12 rounds of non-stop fighting, like no stopping, not even 10 seconds of rest. And Sonny's style, I thought he looked good, but Sonny's style is not 3-minute rounds back and forth, you know, going at each other. So I think, you know, if that was in the UK, I'm not saying the crowd would have been up on their feet necessarily in every round, but they wouldn't have been booing. And I think for him it was frustrating. He's obviously coming off the back of a loss against Bam, and he wanted this to be a big night for him. You know, trained hard. He looked in great shape as well. So I think he was frustrated. He came out afterwards though for the Bam fight, and you know, seemed in a better mood as well. So you know, I think it's just one of those things.
He spoke to me there and he said he's quite frustrated that he wouldn't tell me who, but someone at Matchroom has told him that they don't think the IFLTV fight is going to happen next, because their response to him was, whoever this person was, that maybe we'll look at other options. Does that mean the IFLTV fight isn't going to happen next? Should Sonny be looking at other options? What's your opinion on that?
I don't know who that would be. No, like, honestly, I don't know who that would be that would. There's a very small group of people who get involved in actually making fights happen. But the other thing is, well, Sonny's going to be out for a while with that cut. You know, like that cut was deep. You know, he obviously had a big cut as well in the Bam fight. So he's going to be out the ring for a while, I think. You know, Galal boxed in April. You know, it just depends whether the times work between the two. But it was definitely an intention of ours, and something we wanted to do was to make that fight. We thought it was a great fight, and maybe it is still possible next, but I'm not sure where that comment's come from, honestly.
Bam Rodriguez, if he wasn't a star before, he definitely is now. Just talk to me a little bit about Bam, 24 years of age, pound for pound star. What is the limit? Is the sky the limit for Bam Rodriguez?
I mean, just spectacular. 24 years old, what he's done in the sport already. You know, tonight, sorry, come forward. Sorry, apologies. I was very relaxed. Yeah, 24 years old. You know, he's on a spectacular run, and he is up there in those pound for pound rankings. You know, he's got so much more to, deliver the sport as well. You know, when you look at Estrada and his career achievements, and never been stopped. I don't think. You know, tonight was the first time. And look, it was a tough fight as well. You know, Estrada dropped Bam as well. He would have learnt a lot tonight in this fight. But Bam's a special fighter. You know, so quick as well, and so great to watch. I think he's got so much still left to do in the sport. You know, when you, like you say, look at the age and what he's done, quite amazing. And he could go. You know, he can continue to go through the weight divisions and keep winning these belts, unified, undisputed. He's going to do it all.
Strata says that he's going to exercise the rematch clause. If that is the case, is that the type of fight that maybe you bring Bam back to his hometown for? Maybe do you come back to Arizona? What would be your thoughts on that?
Possibly. Look, I think, we saw tonight what we can create here. And I think that rematch is huge. Obviously, I'll be interested to see if he does do that, Estrada. Right now he probably thinks that's what he wants, but, we'll have to see. But, San Antonio is possible. We've done many shows in San Antonio with Jesse, obviously. But I do love it here. And the atmosphere is special. And we do good numbers, so we'll see.
Frank, just looking ahead to the next couple of weeks before I let you go, just run me through these next couple of weeks for Matchroom and how big it is in the schedule.
Yeah, massive few weeks. You know, we go back to London now. We got Johnny Fisher against Alan Babbage next Saturday at the Copper Bosch Arena. Going to have 7,000 people in there. You like the name of the Copper Bosch. We might try and change it for the night as well to the Copper Bosch. I wonder whether maybe we just go up there and just vandalise the box bit and put Bosch there. July 13th, Philadelphia, Jaron Ennis against David Avanesian. That's a great fight. Probably even better than the Cody Crawley fight, which was the original fight planned for there. And until Crawley got injured, we've got a huge audience coming to Philadelphia for that one. Jaron Ennis, someone we believe is going to be, he's already a star of the sport, but can be a superstar in the sport. And that's our job to do now, take him to that next level. July 15th, we're in Osaka in Japan for the first prize fighters tournament.
Does that mean you won't be in Philadelphia?
I won't be in Philadelphia. No, I'm going to go to Osaka a couple of days after the Johnny Fisher show. So I get there on like the Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, I won't be in Philadelphia, which I'm sad about because I wanted to see Jaron Ennis. He's a special talent, and also the atmosphere that's going to be in Philadelphia that night at the Wells Fargo. And I think we're going to have 14,000, 15,000 people there. And you don't see that in US boxing. So yeah, July 15th, prize fighter. July 20, Shabazz boxes on the Queensbury show. Unfortunately, not Liam Davis. That'll be.
Who's it going to be against then?
They're working on an opponent now, but the plan is to reschedule the Liam Davis fight to September time, I believe. But we'll have news on that soon. August 3rd, Riyadh season card, LA. My man, Israel Madrimov, he's going to upset everyone. Go and smash up Terence Crawford. Why are you smiling at me? But that great undercard as well. August 24th, Regis Prograis, Jack Catterall at the new Co-op Live Arena. Much more to come as well. We're announcing a few shows, I think, towards the end of this week, another 3 or 4 shows. So lots to look forward to.
Final one from me. Not enough spoke about this, Frank. Your prodigy, Andy Cruz, the guy you brought to Matchroom. Looking forward to these next 6 months in his career, and do you believe that you can make the Keyshawn Davis fight before the end of the year?
Yeah, look, he boxes on August 3rd as well, and on the LA Riyadh season card. He's a spectacular fighter. We saw his last time out, how good he looked, and he can go all the way. And it needs to move quick as well. I think it'd be great to see the Keyshawn Davis. I'm not sure if it happens this year, I'll be honest with you, but he'd do it tomorrow. But yeah, special fighter, and this is a big year for him, because early part of next year, I think he could be challenging for world titles.
Frank Smith, always a pleasure, mate. Thank you.
Colin McGuigan, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino.
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.